be able to go in and report you guys' crimes, and I don't understand.
Your battery's going down, isn't it?
Yeah, my phone shut off. It keeps doing that for some reason. It shuts off on its own. My cell phone provider calls the police and escorts me out like you're doing. It's the strangest thing. But anyway, I'm trying to go report the crimes. You just told me to go report it and then call security, so I couldn't. Why would you do that?
Videoing these other people coming and going, they could be victims or witnesses, and you may be endangering them. So if you could just...
You're endangering me by removing me and preventing me and my child from being protection. What is this? You did remove me. You're a conspirator in the crime.
Anyway, if you wouldn't film other people walking in and out.
I'm a victim and my child's a victim, and you're covering for that and removing me so I can't report you guys' crimes that you've been getting away with for years. I just don't understand how my abuser hit the jackpot. They're intimidation tactics, and these are criminals that are covering for crimes, massive crimes. Why would you try to intimidate me for reporting my son got hit with a car?
What's your name?
Kiana Clark. How do I report my son got hit with a car and my daughter's in child abuse? That's convenient for you guys like last time. How do I report that? Why would you guys cover for that? Isn't that a crime? My son got hit with a car like I told you last time when you removed me pushing and shoving. My daughter got strangled. Disregard the reports, which is criminal. They used to come. They wasn't a game. They used to come and assault, violate, and arrest. It's not a game. Like I said, I did not know if I was going to live through these interactions.
Okay, you're fine.
Conveniently with the COVID mask. They enforce their crimes. You see that they're not playing games. They've been enforcing criminal activity years. Hello. Hi, they're violating my civil rights. I have child abuse going on. My son was hit with a car. I'm targeted and violated by the government.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get in here to report criminal activity, and they keep removing me, covering up for it. It's no light. There's no light on it. You're a marshal, Dallas County? Yeah, I was arrested trying to report a battery pack.
What?
Arrested trying to report a new battery pack stolen with the marshals.
Okay.
So what's going on is I can't get in witness protection. This man that claims to be innocent, a multitude of people keep covering up for him before COVID.
Right.
So I have a YouTube channel. Your body cam's not on, sir. Can you cut it on?
It is on.
Oh, I don't see it red. Oh, okay, I see it at the top, blinking. Okay, can you do a report? Because they're committing a crime right now, and I want to report them.
Sure. So just tell me what's going on.
Okay, so I have been reporting family violence and child abuse. My son got hit with a car.
Okay.
I reported to the police, and he was trying to cover for it. Multiple witnesses saw it.
Okay.
Okay, they are trying to prevent me from getting a protection order against this man that claims to be innocent and pushed and shoved me. I'd like to figure out why I wasn't allowed to go to court. They removed me to cover up for their crimes, and me figuring out why I couldn't go to court and try to use intimidation tactics.
Okay.
This man removed me from trying to get legal representation and pushed and shoved.
Where did this happen at?
He's here now. Is there a particular reason why you're here? Because you have integrity issues.
Where did the crime happen?
It happened all over, sir, all over, and it's happening now. They shouldn't be enlisted to enforce family violence and child abuse.
Okay. You get your driver's license or ID?
Yes, I do. I'm denied law enforcement for some reason. I don't ever get investigations for this.
I'm trying to help you best I can.
Okay, well, let's see, sir, because they came to remove me for reporting criminal activity, which is criminal, you know.
So
I don't understand why so many parties would enforce child abuse.
Let me ask you this. What happened in here?
They were covering up for crimes. They didn't want me getting a protection order. They've been doing it years, which is criminal.
Okay.
I'm recording it. You can look at it and see it. They've gotten away with it years, and last time they pushed and shoved me.
Okay. Nobody pushed you today, though, right?
No, they didn't push me today. Are you giving me a criminal trespass to cover for it, like they wanted?
I'm
Okay, because they tampered with evidence and give me a lot of criminal trespasses before COVID.
I'm just here to find out what's going on, see if I
Okay.
can resolve the issues that you got going.
Okay, well, here's my ID.
Okay.
Because I want to see why they didn't allow me to go to court. I thought that was criminal to deprive a citizen of the right to go to court on false arrest.
You know what court docket it was in?
No, but you can look it up with my name. 255th District did it to cover for crimes. Itasca did it. There's a multitude of locations that are so corrupt they just deprive me of my right to go to court to enforce criminal activity. I don't know why this would happen so routinely.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of anyone, and you're a marshal, that was denied their right to go to court at multiple different court locations?
I have not heard of anyone being denied, but they have had cases where they reset it.
No, they deprived me of resetting and a whole bunch of other things. Can you have him leave? Because I get bullied trying to report my abuse. I've even been assaulted and arrested.
Okay. And you still live at this address here?
Yes, sir. So they gave me a criminal trespass trying to have access to my son. I was given a criminal trespass at CPS. I was given a criminal trespass at the Northern District Court, and they're at the FBI, and then they're trying to give me a criminal trespass here out of corruption. Aren't those federal crimes?
It's against the law in some form or fashion.
Okay, well, that's what I'm reporting.
So let me ask you this. You don't want to hurt yourself today or anybody?
No, there's another thing I experienced, a lot of slander for mental illness. You can see it on my channel. Can I give it to you?
Sure.
It's Key, Kiana Clark Peace on YouTube. Keyana Clark, CLARK Peace on YouTube.
Okay.
That what they do is they just give slander of mental illness claims to cover up for criminal activity. I would like to concentrate on the child abuse that's on my channel, resolutions,
Okay.
and the criminal activity, and why I was removed from police headquarters reporting I was targeted, and removed from the Texas Rangers reporting crimes.
There on Lamar.
Right. I was trying to tell them I was targeted, and they interrupted it, and they had forced me to leave like they did here. I thought these were crimes that are getting ignored.
So,
Federal crimes.
Yeah. Now that's not good.
Right, and I like the marshals, a multitude of marshals bullied me and violating me, reporting abuse there, and forced me to leave to deprive me of housing.
So they had marshals over there?
They had marshals at the convention center.
Oh.
Yes, I had a new battery pack, because you have to see my experiences to believe it. I purchased, was stolen right when I got it. So it was critical for me to have my phone charged and have my battery pack that saved my life.
Right.
And someone stole it. I was the only one that had a theft that day. And I tried to report it to the marshals, and they covered for it and put me out and arrested me.
Right. Okay.
I can't find people with integrity that aren't covering for crimes. Everywhere I go, churches and every location covers up for my abuse that's caught on camera footage and try to frame me with mental illness out of corruption.
Where would you be available for someone to contact you on this phone number you give me?
See, that's another thing. My carrier allows my phone to get net hacked. I have video footage of scammers trying to force me to get robbed of money. They said that they were enforcing tips to scam me out of funds. They've scammed me out of thousands.
Right.
So there's something going on with my phone, and my providers enforced that I speak with counterfeits.
Right.
Because I had multiple different times I've had identity theft, and whoever's calling on my phone covers for it. I also had missing child support payments a multitude of times, and whoever I was calling on my phone told me I never got them, which was a blatant lie 2 different times. The first time $3,000, the second time $5,800. The second time it was vital, because I was trying to escape this stalker that I believe is dangerous, but I can't find people that aren't covering for him. He claims to be innocent.
Well, I'm gonna get with the.
So the $5,800 came up missing, and the parties that I called on my phone said they never got it. Then I wrote in jail on false charges in Itasca, then I never got a cent. Then it populated on the card. So had I not wrote the jail and multiple parties been caught in that lie, they would have stolen $5,800 from me. But some kind of way, when I go to the Attorney General, they enforce the abuse and threaten the police to cover for it. I don't know why they believe the government will cover for crimes.
Nico is your first name?
Yes.
Talk to him about
DA, don't you think you need to contact the FBI agent in this extreme?
You want to take it up to the FBI?
As a marshal, what would you think? Can I get in witness protection?
I can contact them and I can get information. And
Can I get your contact information?
Sure.
And your location? Because if the government is listed in abuse, that's pretty sick. So are you going to report the suspected child abuse? They're committing crimes to keep me away from my children.
Everything that you've told me.
They deny investigation. They've been doing it for years.
Okay.
What's your name again?
Langley.
Langley, and your badge number?
1651.
1651. So I've been doing this years.
You back at this number?
I'm asking for a manner to contact you because multiple parties just keep covering for crimes,
Okay.
enforcing abuse. They pretend like they're going to help, but actually are conspirators in criminal activity. And I need the report number. You have a body cam on. Tamper with evidence is a felony. Kiana Clark Peace on YouTube, Keyana. They have been committing crimes years, forcing child abuse. My son got hit with a car. I've been assaulted by police, multiple false arrests in the teens. Keyana. 2 interference with child custody with two children out of criminal activity. And they keep removing me, intimidating me, and enforcing it for years. So all police departments are covered for crimes, and I've called 911 in emergencies begging for my life, and they cover for criminal activity too. They would refuse investigation for what's going on in my phone. You can see all this on my YouTube channel. I think that it's just not safe for me to call scammers giving my personal information to
What
it.
I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this, sir. This is my name and number.
Is this an incident report?
That's a service number right there.
Why would you? I said a lot of extreme events. Why would you deny investigation for that?
I'm not. That's the number that we're going to do for the investigation.
Oh, they
Okay.
told me that these aren't investigated.
Yeah,
2200476.
Okay? So let me go get started and get to the right people I need to talk to, okay? And then call me back within an hour.
Okay, let me see if your contact information on here. These people are committing crimes right here and trying to intimidate me and bully me for trying to report crime.
They just trying to find out what's going on.
No, that's not. He pushed and shut. Well, he forced me to leave trying to get legal representation.
To the side here.
Yeah, this is intimidation tactics, which is criminal for me trying to. I'm here to get a protection order. This is criminal.
Okay?
You don't violate and try to intimidate someone and bully them for reporting child abuse and that the government's a part of.
Okay. Well, I'm going to handle it, okay?
Well, it hasn't been handled for years, sir. This is his second time doing it. They didn't handle it the other time. You can see it on my YouTube channel,
I'm
sir.
trying to take care of it right now, okay?
Okay, well, if you're taking care of it, they need to have
time.
consequences for trying to prevent me from getting protected,
Allow
like
me-
they did last
Allow me
time.
the time to try to take care of it, okay?
Okay.
And then give me an hour.
Okay, can you figure out why they thought it was a threat for me reporting my abuse? I have
Yes.
business I have to take care of in there.
I'll have that answer for you when you call.
Can you find out now? Because I'm here. I like to take care of my business. I need to figure out why I was not allowed to go to court when I was in jail on false charges. I've never heard of that, and it's happened at multiple different locations. I've never heard corruption to that degree.
Over a month to the badge number 1618 with the Dallas County Marshals.
Okay.
So what case were you trying to file? Like what case? Do you have a case number or anything?
Well, they won't do.
Find out for you?
Well, I was here. I tried to report abuse on DART. They got dangerous because they would deprive me of services. The multitude of bus drivers were involved in harassment and abuse scheme, and they would scheme and sabotage service on the bus. And then they would also have parties degrade me and violating me and threaten me. I got trapped on a train and a bus. It was on camera footage. So I tried to report the abuse because it got dangerous one day. I was beating on the door because in another scheme he let multiple parties on and deprived me of close the door so I couldn't get services. It happened another time and they closed my hand in the door and I was bleeding. They did it. They were a part of a domestic abuse scheme. So I went to report it because I was leaning on the bus and he purposely drove off. But I almost fell. And if I would have fallen, I would have fell up under the bus and got ran over. So I knew that these schemes were dangerous. So I went to go report it to Cedric Bivens at the DART location on, I think it was Eckerd. So I went to go report it, and Lindsay came, who was responsible for other false arrests and other schemes, arrested me, okay, for trying to report the abuse I experienced on DART. In that scheme, they also tried to give me a criminal trespass to deprive me of my right to catch the bus because they had been scheming multiple times prior. So I think that this experience that I'm forced to live in is unsafe. I don't think parties should enforce that I leave, give me criminal trespasses to cover up for their crimes. I don't think they should enlist multiple parties to conspire with their abuse and cover their corruption. I was drugged out of IBOC Church, begging for my life. I was a member there decades. And whoever was stalking me when I was trying to report the abuse from the government, someone pulled me out. I fell. They drugged me out of the church and threw me outside on the concrete in front of the congregation. I have it recorded because you have to see these events to believe it. But I'm trying to report them, and then all these parties came to interrupt me reporting the chaos I experienced. And he also reported me trying to get remove me getting legal representation. Isn't that criminal? Okay, well,
So,
it's been going on
have you
years.
had a chance at all to report it or?
They keep covering for it and for forcing me to leave. Last time they pushed and shoved me, that's assault. And he put his hands on me again, that's abuse. So he interrupted me trying to report the abuse I experienced, getting a protection order, my child abuse, and multiple other crimes. And he did interrupted me getting legal representation. So I would like to have free access to go in there like other citizens and not have the government enforce child abuse and my abuse.
All right, well, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go inside and talk with them.
Talk with them about what?
See if they can help you out.
Okay, I'm not sure why I don't have a right to freely go in this building, why I'm being controlled. I thought that was a crime.
What's a crime?
Preventing me from my right to freely go in this building and get me and my family protected while my avenues in this building would be guarded. Why do I need to be
Well, the
guarded?
reason why we were called here is because we were called for a disturbance.
That's
why
the
we're-
crimes that they
we're
keep
here.
on.
Right.
Well,
That's
you're,
why we're trying to figure out what's going on.
I've told you multiple times, it's like you're tampering with evidence and cover up. If they prevented me from getting a protection order, that's a no-brainer. They're committing crimes. We just went over the fact that this is criminal activity. I'm not creating disturbance reporting my family's abuse. It's criminal for them to keep on putting me out to enforce it. So I would like to have my free right to walk around in this building and see why I was deprived of my right to go to court with multiple different false arrests. Have you ever heard of anyone that was deprived of their right to go to court at multiple different courts?
Who or what?
Deprived of their right to go to court at multiple different... You're looking at someone. I've never heard of it too. I tried to express that. That's why I want to be able to freely walk in here and report this chaos. Is your body cam on?
Yes, I'm recording.
Okay, Kiana, Keyyana, Clark, Clark, Peace, Peace. So I don't know why my civil rights were routinely violated and I can't report my abuse freely. Why do I have to be guarded by government officials that try to cover and enforce my abuse and my children's abuse? So can I just freely walk in here and report the abuse that I've
What
experienced?
we were told is you caused a disturbance.
That's a blatant lie, that's slander
Right.
to enforce criminal
That's
activity.
why we're not letting you, at the moment, go inside the building.
They've
That's
done it
why
before,
you
that's
don't
slander,
go
they're
inside,
enforcing criminal
inside
activity.
and see what's going
That's a
on
blatant
there.
lie. That's a blatant lie. They are removing me, reporting my family's abuse and trying to get a protection order. That's what happened.
Okay.
And it's criminal. What are you going to do about it?
Well, right now we're figuring it out.
You're figuring it out. You guys haven't figured it out in years. Because
Well, this is the first time I've been
well,
accused,
see, I went
so
to the
can't-
George Allen and police came themselves personally and removed me.
Right, but I
And
wasn't there. so-
but it's criminal and it's getting ignored. I have 70-something reports for Dallas alone. The guns
That's
pulled on
issues
me,
prior to
son hit with a
somebody
car.
else. This is the
I'm
first time
reporting that the
I've
government
been
is enlisted in a
contacted
domestic
you,
abuse
so
situation. That's what
why
I'm reporting.
following my steps.
You're covering up for it, sir, like they've done with 70-something reports for Dallas Police Headquarters
Okay.
when they removed me for reporting identity theft.
Okay.
And I thought that was criminal. They never let me report it.
Right.
So I've been scammed out of a lot of money from the government. I don't know why they would be allowed to do that. I haven't got my stimulus check out of corruption, stolen child support payments. No, I have that issue with them and I'm reporting crimes to you?
You're not. This, like I said, this is the first time I'm in contact with you. So this is the first time you're reporting with
I'm
me.
reporting crimes to you and you're saying you don't have anything to do with
This is the
it.
first time contact. So
Well, I'm reporting crimes and you're saying they haven't had anything to do with it for years. I'm deprived of law enforcement for all departments of law enforcement.
Right, but I can't say that, oh, I know her because such and such.
I just
such
don't
and such
understand why I'm deprived of
This
law
is the
enforcement and
first
got
time
handcuffed at
that
the
me and you
FBI.
met.
I don't understand
So
why these
that's
things
why
are happening.
The other officer is going inside the building.
Yeah, I don't understand why, these are crimes, so
Yep.
when are the government going to get their consequences? They used to detain me and give me false mental illness claims to cover up for their criminal activity. I don't understand why I can't get protected and get violated and assaulted. Why was I violated and assaulted at a domestic violence support group? New Beginnings in Garland, Texas by Garland Police, trying to attend a domestic violence support group, and then they came to interrupt at Plano. Aren't these crimes? So I had the police that came to arrest me for attending a domestic violence support group in Garland. I reported the officer, but Internal Affairs removed me for trying to report his abuse. The government shouldn't be enlisted in domestic violence. That's serious. Right, so I have 70-something reports and I keep getting intimidated and violated trying to report these crimes. So no one has done anything about that officer assaulting me and forcing me to leave at a domestic violence support group. Now I'm blacklisted and can't get services anywhere, and you guys being here to interrupt it is evidence. I don't know why in the past I actually got assaulted and arrested. At least that stopped. Why does the government enforce an abuse? I don't understand. Sir, we still haven't figured out why they're depriving me of our civil right to go to court when I'm in jail on false charges. I've never heard of that, and you. Covering for that would be criminal. Like covering up for child abuse has happened years, nothing has been done. What is he doing, sir?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Miss Sir, what's happening? I just reported crimes to you and you're walking out.
We'll be right back.
Are they gonna arrest me for reporting crimes and assault me again like they have in the past?
Right back.
Because I don't understand why the government has assaulted me and covered for crimes that are my family violence and child abuse, and forced me to leave and prevent me from getting protected. Kiana, Keyana Clark, Clark, Peace on YouTube. If all these events are criminal, why is nothing done? Why did you interrupt me trying to get legal representation at the George Allen? Can you tell me why you did that? At the George Allen, I told you that they are committing crimes to keep me away from my child. She witnessed my false arrest, screaming in terror at age 8, and the government is so corrupt they enforce child abuse and interference with child custody, which is a felony. They did it for 2 kids. So I tried to get legal representation because they are depriving me of legal representation at multiple different locations. I tried to hire an attorney, but the government just goes behind me and tell them to violate my right and not represent me. So I think that it's a red flag that you came and removed me from George Allen to get a protection order. And at Frank Crowley, they deprived me of services there too, and legal education. These are extreme events, and I don't understand why a multitude of parties would cover and enforce it. They haven't told me who this stalker is. They just keep covering up for him. I like to know who he is and what he does. Because he's some kind of way he's innocent, but no one will investigate him and keep covering for him and violating me in the process.
If y'all get there, I just want to order fries. I'm coming.
I don't know why the government would be enlisted on a stalker's payroll. I thought that would be a threat to national security, letting someone that's not mentally stable control you. I imagine that would be pretty sick if the government was enlisted for domestic abuse and child abuse. Only if the world knew what the government was doing behind closed doors. I tried to say, if you're doing this in public, what have you done in private? I asked him to check on why I was violated, my civil rights were violated, and I wasn't allowed to go to court on these false arrests and for the family violence at the 255th District Court, Family Court, in multiple different locations, how they deprived me of my right to go to court. Multiple parties said they never heard of it. I thought he was checking on that. It's more like he's covering for it, and I thought that was criminal. I don't understand how you're going to check on it outside.
Sorry?
How are you going to check on why I was not allowed to go to court at multiple different locations and you're outside?
So, just spoke with somebody, and this is what's going to happen. Either you leave on your own, or we will arrest you for disorderly conduct.
Disturbing conduct? Who told you to do that? In this criminal?
That's criminal.
They're trying to make me leave and arrest me because they've done it multiple times for reporting you guys' crimes.
It's not criminal.
If
you were on the 10th floor causing a disturbance.
That's a blatant lie, slander. You abusing your power to cover up for criminal.
And we have multiple information. Let us know
pull the
what you're
camera
reporting.
footage, because what they were trying to do is prevent me from getting my family protected.
Now, either you leave on your own.
Are you covering for the crime? What's your badge number again?
1618.
Okay, so you left to go check on why my civil rights was violated and I was deprived of the right to go to court at multiple different locations, and you came back covering for it and threatening my arrest for reporting criminal activity?
Now,
I thought that was criminal.
We arrested for disorderly conduct.
Okay, I just want to know why I was deprived of the right to go to court and my civil rights were getting violated before COVID. Why would you not let me?
Those are your options right now.
So you don't want me to know why I was not allowed to go to
Those
court?
are your options right now, ma'am.
Isn't this a crime?
What's a crime?
You abusing your power, threatening my arrest for reporting my family's abuse.
I'm not abusing my power.
You are abusing your power because I reported
Right
abuse.
now, either you
Okay, so why is me
disorderly
reporting my family's abuse disturbing?
You were.
That's something you're gonna have to take up with the DA.
I can't. They're committing crimes to keep me from
Okay,
reporting
but right
crimes.
Now, what he's trying to explain.
I don't understand why
He's trying to
me
explain
being
because
reporting
you're
crimes is a threat to you guys, and why you're abusing your power to
Listen at
enforce
you-
abuse.
Listen at you right now.
I thought it was
You're
criminal.
refusing to leave this.
I just don't understand how you're threatening my arrest for reporting crimes.
We're not threatening.
We're gonna walk this way.
I just want to figure out, because I'm reporting crimes and abuse, and why you're threatening my arrest for reporting
You'd rather go
crimes.
to jail. That's what you're saying.
You have arrested me multiple times. I just don't. You're putting your hands on me
I'm giving you
again.
a chance to get up.
Are you? Why would you let security?
Get
Because
up.
you're marshals.
Go ahead
You're
and get
marshals.
up.
Why would you let security
Go ahead and
control
get
you?
up.
I don't understand why I keep getting arrested
Let's
reporting
walk
crimes
down this way.
and assaulted
Okay,
in this
let's
criminal.
walk down this
I
way.
reported some very significant
And we're trying
crimes.
to tell you what your options are.
Why would you remove me and arrest me at multiple different times for reporting
Go.
crimes?
Walking.
Why would you let a security officer control me and put his hands on me to try to intimidate me for reporting my family's abuse?
You can
Why are you ignoring the abuse and want to threaten my arrest for reporting crimes like you guys have been doing years? Why did the marshals arrest me at the Dallas Convention Center after my battery pack was stolen when I was reporting my abuse of them? I have it recorded on my channel. Keyana Clark, why are you here interrupting me getting a protection order to make it end? You're committing a crime right now. And you guys have been getting away with it years. This is a criminal offense, what you're doing. I'm trying to get protected from this man. You keep covering up for him. He's supposedly innocent, but you have forgot all the crimes, the child abuse, interference with child custody, my son getting hit with a car, my daughter getting strangled, assaults, multiple assaults, and getting threatened. You're all covering for it. And want to remove me from reporting my abuse is not disturbing. Well, your behavior is what's disturbing. And getting away with it year after year. You should not let someone that's mentally unbalanced control you guys. That's why Social Security Administration can steal funds, Attorney General, my bank, and you force me to talk to scammers for thousands of dollars in identity theft, and you keep getting away with it. Why would they threaten my arrest for reporting identity theft in police headquarters? Why did my bank cover for it? And then what you're doing is threatening my arrest for reporting this chaos? In this behavior a threat to national security? Who's gonna get you guys under control? When are you going to jail? Because to me, it's like you guys are out of control. And you have been for years before COVID. Like I said, he hit the jackpot. My life is already in danger. You guys were depriving me of services before COVID and depriving me of services now. He hit the jackpot because no one had them. I don't know what's big that you guys are covering up for and been getting away with it years. Something really big must be going on. You don't do this with someone trying to get a protection order and force child abuse. Gotta be something really big that you're protecting. What is it? What is it? Well, at least I'm not getting assaulted and arrested as we speak today. At least that assault, that stopped. Because you guys were really milking it when I wasn't recording. You really assaulted and violated every step I took. Came personally to interrupt services. It's the party committing the crime right here. Remove me trying to report their crimes and threaten my arrest. Sir, you're not helping. You cover for the crimes. You didn't help. This is where you get protection orders. Why would the government prevent me from getting protected? What are you covering up for? Just like the constables when I was trying to speak with John Wiley Price. It's sick. To sit, watch, condone, and do nothing for years. It's sick.